Well, welcome to a new Dave's Classic Garage Tours video, and it's Montreal time at Maranello Pur-sang. Admittedly, it's been gone for quite some time now, but it was quite a stop-start job, and I'd lost track of all the filming I'd done. I think I've got it all together now, though, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, Bruni, so we've stepped outside. Take us through a bit what we've got here, and what jobs they've got coming up on them.
Montreal, we need to do a service, suspension work, and electric windows not working.
It's a bit of a stalwart around Brunswick, that particular. I see it ever since I moved to Australia 12 years ago. I've always sort of caught a sight of that one. Have you been looking after it for long?
Yes, about 15 years. Yeah, quite a while.
It's definitely becoming more popular than Montreal.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they weren't really sought after, 15, 20 years ago. All of a sudden they've had a huge resurgence and become very, very popular. Everyone's
working on them. How's?
No, they're good, quite easy. Yeah, they're not really hard. The base platform's similar to a 105 suspension-wise. Engine and gearbox is definitely different. We just restored engine, gearbox and differential on another one about a year ago. A very nice car. There's about 4 we look after.
Really? And 4? Wow, that's quite a number.
We had a count. I think there's 7 or 9 in Victoria.
In Victoria, wow, great.
Can't remember exactly.
To be around for when they're all lined up together.
Once Bruno had a chance to properly look over the car, it was found the instrument binnacle would need some work. And with that being taken out, the owner agreed it was time for the dashboard to be refreshed. Both jobs were carried out by local experts in Melbourne. There's always, with these things, a backlog of work, lack of staff, especially new talent coming through. Both the dash and instruments took time to get done, and another car began taking up valuable space at the workshop. The daily management of these vehicles is a sight and sound to behold, but it's a logistical nightmare finding space at times.
Bruno, what's occurring?
We're about to assemble the dash on a Montreal. We had it reskinned.
Yep.
And just had the gauges all reconditioned.
They're looking bright, and presumably they were a bit foggy or something.
Yep, they were very much so. And a couple of gauges weren't working.
Right.
We fixed all them up.
Did they have to? They're the actual original gauges within there, though. They didn't have to paint anything. Oh no, it's still a nice bit of patina still on there.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. But you found a problem, found an issue though.
Yes, they don't line up.
Oh.
And they're slightly off centre. So when they've mounted the frame back in, they haven't lined it up and they've left rivets out.
Gotcha.
And the shape doesn't allow the gauge to sit in properly on both of them. So this one's even worse.
A bit shoddy, eh?
Well, that one not lining up and it's fouling on the...
Yeah, I see.
So we need to...
So is that something you're going to have to do now, or send it back?
Well, no, we'll take it apart, reshape it, make sure it fits and re-rivet it in.
Right, yeah. So do you don't think they're riveted new holes there? Or?
I don't know until I take it off. They haven't lined up. The grooves are not lined up 100%, so the gauge is a little bit off centre.
Yeah, that's bloody... I mean, that's easily viewable there, isn't it? What?
Is the concern that those old holes might have been a bit wobbly or something like that?
It's all possible. I won't know until I get it off and have a look. If there's an issue, we'll have to fill the holes and then re-drill them and shape them again.
Sure.
Make sure it fits
Yeah.
the contour of the back of the gauge.
Yeah. All right.
Even that, we have to take away some of the trim to get that, to get the generator light to go in, or clean that out to fit. That's good, but the gauges don't fit.
Lovely. It's all fun and games, eh?
Always.
You were just saying, you know, when it comes back from a recover or whatever, there's issues with these cars, with these dashes.
Yes, because of the extra build-up of plastic, the frames and everything sort of sits a bit proud, so you've got to make sure it sits back to the original position.
Yeah.
Boozy.
There. It's a lot better.
Sitting in there nice and easy now, yeah?
Yeah. All right, job for after lunch.
Everybody dinner ready? Mate, eat!
Sitting in there correctly now?
Yeah.
Half of them were missing from the lot.
Whoever put it in last time, and this boot doesn't. Not a very good.
Was that the one that goes in there, or is it an actual Montreal one, or is it someone else?
Made that up.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a steering
Oh yeah,
rack boot.
it's isn't it?
You've got to have a look at that.
Wonder what it looks like original.
And that was.
Oh, you've got that.
That was the outer boot.
Oh,
Doesn't look very much like a boot.
no.
This one was always a little bit.
So that steering boot that sits under there anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you need one to stop the oil coming up from the gearbox.
Oh yeah.
This closes that off to that.
Yeah.
And then one that closes the body off to the shaft as well.
Okay.
All they had was that bit of foam.
Yeah.
Which doesn't
do the trick. So still a fair bit to go. Fabrication. I returned the next day to find the instrument cluster giving Bruno some grief.
You've got to put a nut down there.
Go in with the whiskey.
Left,
Just a nut.
Can't do it with these little chubby fat fingers. Huh?
He's got little feeling, you know, mine have been burnt.
Oh, right.
Look at that.
Oh, done.
They probably did. When all the steering column and everything's out, you can feed all that in.
Right, yeah.
You take the wheel off, but the steering column's still in the way to get the bottom of the dash in.
Okay.
It's done. If you look at them now, they're nice and straight. Compared to when the dash
When they came in, they were all...
the back binnacles were all over the place. Try and put your own music to it. In the earth's in. They're in.
Still a few nuts to go.
How's it looking?
Hopefully they fire up and then we can fit the radio. We need it now.
Right, if you're not going to... I'll put you...
You're welcome, man.
So, what have you noticed?
When I took the ducts out, the vent ducts on top of the dash, that all fell apart.
Yeah.
And someone in their wires wisdom cut the main duct out of them.
So it was never...
It was never sitting in there properly. It's supposed to be like that there.
Yeah.
And someone's cut it out. That should have been fixed.
Yeah.
Because it never did.
So it wasn't doing a job anyway then?
Comes up through the vents to the mister screen.
Right there, right, yeah. So he's been going around with Misty, complaining of Misty screen furs. So are you going to... You're not going to get a new part, are you?
No, I'll glue this back on. Some glue, and I'll glue that back onto position so when the other bit sits on,
yeah,
the dash When the dash pad sits on, it'll sit over that.
Right, okay, cool. Gotcha.
We've got power. The gauges are working, amp meter's working the right way. Excellent.
All good?
All good. Now let's see what.
Did anything come in that was actually not working on the dash, or?
Yeah, the oil pressure.
Oil
Pressure, temperature was working. Speedo wasn't working.
all right.
So that had to get repaired. Now we need to see where this wire goes to. See why we don't have any jippers over here. This was the old radio.
Have you got stuff that's non-factory, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, this was an old radio that was fitted,
Uh-huh.
and this had all buckled in the heat. So
right.
I've heated it up and tried to reshape it a bit. But just found an old cassette player,
Oh, right, yeah.
just a bit more period,
Yeah.
so we can put that in.
Oh, an old Japanese Iowa. Wow, look at that. Cool. Iowa Clarion. Oh, Iowa Clarion. Clarion is a Clarion.
Yeah, AWA became Clarion, or they bought Clarion now.
Right.
Fuse and box is all of it, yeah. One fuse.
And that, I'm afraid, is where I got to with filming on this job. By the time I was able to make it back to Maranello Pur-sang, the car had been finished and picked up by its grateful owner Eddie. I was able to speak to him a few days later about his ownership of the car, its history and the history of the model itself, for an article you'll be able to read in issue 7 of Benzina magazine, out soon. If you love this video, you're going to absolutely love this one, so click on the screen and watch that, and I'll see you in the next video.